What do you think guys are doing wrong when it comes to dating and attracting girls?
I look at it now, especially with like online stuff. So much of it is online now with all the dating apps, and even things like Instagram is really a dating app. It's a dating app. Let's be honest, it's a dating app.
Yeah. Can't believe everyone can buy a blue tick now. God damn it! I'm useless.
Well, I can't because it's not my real name.
Oh, no way!
So I can't even get. I can't
You
even
don't
get
need it.
I couldn't get the old one because they kept rejecting me for the old one, and now I can't even get the easy one.
Oh, God, you're done. You're done without your blue tick.
What's the point?
Yeah.
But I look at dating now as like product and marketing. Prior to like the internet, you really only had to focus on the product. The product is you, right? Am I jacked? Am I charming? Am I making money? Whatever. Am I connected? Have I network? That's the product. It's who you are as a person, right? But now we have to focus on marketing too, because we have to. If you can have the best product in the world, but if no one sees it, well, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So how do we market ourselves online now is a big problem that a lot of guys have to solve. And 90% of that is just having a friend who's really good at taking photos.
Oh my gosh!
Honestly, that's most of it.
Yeah,
knowing how to like taking like a few days to sit down and study photos as a guy and learning how to pose, learning how to control your hands, learning how to control your facial expressions, your eyes, like learning how to smile properly. Like little things, if you have a good friend who's a good photographer, you can fix this in like a weekend, and you will go from like a 4 to like an 8.
God damn! And so, is this on dating apps and social media?
I think that's primarily dating apps and social media.
Yeah. And so, do you think dating apps have had a net positive effect on society or net negative?
Negative.
Yes.
I'd say Instagram has had a net negative effect on society
for sure.
Absolutely. A lot of people now are meeting their partner or meeting their boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, primarily through dating apps.
Yeah,
it's the most common way. But it's great for a guy like me.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining about it because it's fine for me.
Definitely.
But as a whole, and I know because I have a lot of men who follow me online who are not having sex right now, who are not in a date. I literally did a poll on my YouTube a few days ago. Something like 45, I think there's about 22,000 people respond to the poll. About 45% have not had sex in the last 6 to 12 months.
I was like, surely he's about to say 6 to 12 weeks. It's 6 to 12 months.
45% haven't had sex. And about, took a photo of it the other day. It was 45, I don't want to get the numbers wrong.
Yeah.
It's you can find it. It's on my community post on my YouTube, but you can see the other two numbers. But that's almost half of the male population. And my demographic is like 25 to 35.
That's what I was also going to say. Like the people that would watch your content wouldn't be like, they'd be outgoing guys who want to improve. So I think the percentage is actually even lower. Yeah, I think it's actually lower. And so how do we fix this?
Yeah. It's, they got to learn how to sell their product a bit better.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of guys will sit there and beat themselves up and like, oh, it's okay for you, you're tall. It's okay for you, you're handsome. It's okay for you, you're jacked. All this sort of stuff. They'll make excuses for why they are not having results.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if ask yourself this question. If I hadn't had sex in 6 to 12 months, I would solve that problem. I would want to solve that problem.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sit around moping and making excuses to keep the problem happening again and again.
Yeah.
Like that's just my attitude. To me, that seems like a rational solution. Like, this is frustrating. I haven't had my dick sucked in 6 months. Gee, what should I do? Complain more. That's what I should whinge more.
No, I saw the best quote. I think it was Tate or somebody goes, look in the mirror. Would you fuck you? It's so true. Like, that's just what you got to ask.
And I think I saw a tweet recently from a woman. She nailed it on the head. She was like, she was making a comment about like good-looking guys versus like average guys. And she said the reason why good-looking guys, women enjoy spending time with them, it's not because they're good-looking. It's because they don't have any hang-ups and resentment and bitterness towards women.
Wow, that
is really accurate. Holy shit.
Yeah.
She's so spot on with that because the average guy has unfortunately had a lot of negative experiences with women. And I'm not saying that this is the men's fault. Women are also partly responsible because of the way that like an average guy, the way a woman will be ruthless to the average guy. Break his heart, treat him like a piece of shit, take advantage of him financially, take advantage of his time, take advantage of his energy, string him along for months to years at a time, dangling the prospect of pussy in front of him and not giving him anything. It's put him in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Okay. That is really bad. And that sucks. And that's the dark side of female nature and female behavior. Okay. You have to understand, but the answer to that is not to get resentful and bitter towards women. That's not the answer. That's like me getting resentful and bitter towards a tiger for wanting to eat.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, oh, you shouldn't be like that, tiger. You should.
Yeah. Be nicer. Come on.
Like, no, that's it's nature. It's idiotic of me to try and change the nature of a tiger in the same way that it is idiotic of me to try to change female nature. Instead, I will operate within the rules that the world has given me. This is how the world actually works. And I think a lot of us were brought up and raised with a wrong impression of the world. We were brought up with an incorrect blueprint for how women actually behave and what women respond to. Yep. So think of like sitcoms like Friends. What does that teach you? It teaches you, if I'm the doting, bumbling idiot for long enough, eventually I get the hot blonde. No, you don't, motherfucker. You don't. That's not what works. That's not what happens. So that's just one example, right? I think Disney movies are to blame for this too.
Yep, for sure.
Hallmark romantic comedies,
rom-coms,
all this shit. It's all factually incorrect.
It's like the opposite, right?
It's the polar opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and that would explain why you have a giant percentage of the male population who is somewhat resentful and bitter towards women, because they have been told their whole life, oh, women are supposed to be this way, but they're not. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Your worldview is incorrect.
Exactly.
So fix the worldview. Don't have the hang-ups and the resentments and the bitterness towards women. Understand that's just their nature. Cool. What can we do to fix it? If your dick hasn't been sucked for 6 months, fix the marketing problem. and probably the product.
Yeah, exactly. Don't try to change the game. Learn how to play the game.
Yeah.